All right, so I drew this beautiful chart. I kind of hate these things because, again, it assumes that we can measure utility, but there's a point to it, and we need to understand the point. So you don't want to try to write this whole thing down. If you're trying to write this whole thing down right now, stop. Write it down a little bit at a time. So let's start with A, the row A. At row A, I have $100, all right? I'm not going to buy any pizza. I'm just going to buy pasta with it. And pasta costs $20 a dinner. So for my $100, I can buy 5 pasta dinners. Let's suppose that I get 150 utils from that, and so my total utility is 150. Okay, are we good? Now, and this is over a period of time, right? So I'm not eating 5 pastas at one sitting. This is over a month. I have $100 to eat out on. And option B is that I buy pizza twice over the course of the month and only buy pasta 4 times. Pizza is only $10, so 2 pizzas is $20. Pasta is $20, so 4 pastas is $80. That's my $100. The marginal utility from those pizzas, is 60. I gave up 10 utils from eating less pasta. Am I better off? Well, yeah, I got 60 and gave up 10. Definitely better off, right? Now, here's another choice. I could give up 1 more pasta. I can go from 4 pastas to 3 pastas. That lets me buy 2 more pizzas to go to 2 from 4. Now, the margin utility of that extra pizza is 40. And my cost in terms of utility from pasta is 20. So I got a plus 60, right, and a plus 40. And I had a minus 10 and a minus 20. So I'm still better off, right? I'm still better off. I got 40, it cost me 20, I'm 20 utils better off. Now I give up 1 more pasta and I go down to 2 pastas. 2 pastas, buying only 2 pastas lets me buy 6 pizzas. But I only get 20 more utils for buying those extra pizzas, and I gave up 30 utils over here. Doing that makes me worse off. So that move makes me better off. That move makes me better off. That move makes me worse off. And the next move is going to make me even more worse off. So there's an optimal solution. And that optimal solution in this case, and it's not like this all the time, but the optimal solution in this case is in the middle somewhere. And notice something is that we got a plus and a minus that are about the same here in the middle. Okay? And that's what's interesting to us. How do we find the place where we maximize? Because this is what we want. This is the number we want right here. 220 is the most utility, right? We'd rather have 220 than 210, 200, 180, or 150. And so this is the best choice. C is the best choice for us. 4 pizzas and 3 pastas over the month for $100. That's the choice that makes us the happiest. Okay? We want to find that without having to figure out some silly table that looks like this. Okay. So, remember that we value things we want more of. Margin utility is the key to life as a consumer. We value things we want more of. So I might value Johnny Cash because I want more of him and not value Taylor Swift because I've had enough of her. You may value Taylor Swift because you want to listen to more of her songs and not Johnny Cash because you don't want to listen to more of his songs. We value things we want more of. More. Now, how do I make choices? Well, let's suppose that pizza costs $15 and gives me 45 utils, and pasta costs $20 and gives me 80 utils. Which should I take? Well, you say, well, pasta gives you 80. Well, yeah, but pasta costs more money too. Right? Ferrari gives me more money than my car, but it costs a lot more than my car. Might not be worth it. Okay? So what we do is we want to look and see how much we get for every dollar that we spend. So in this case, 80 over 20 is 4. I get 4 utils for every dollar that I spend on pasta. But on pizza, I only get 3. So I should buy the pasta, not because it gave me 80, but because that 80 translates to 4 utils for every dollar. Okay? Now, I went out to eat. I decided to buy the pasta because it made that deal. Now, the next pasta I buy is going to give me less than 80, and if that number drops enough, then I would switch and eat pizza. Okay, if the 80 drops to 60, then I'm going to be indifferent between pasta and pizza. It drops to 50, I'm going to buy the pizza. If it only goes from 80 to 70, I'm going to buy pasta again next time I go in. Okay? But every time we buy something, our margin utility of that thing goes down, and that makes us likely to buy something else next time, to do something different. Variety is the natural way of people's lives. Now suppose that pizza costs us $15, but pasta now for some reason costs us $40. There's a pasta shortage and it costs us $40. Now what should you buy? Well, the answer is pizza is still giving me 3 utils for every dollar, right? 45 over 15. But pasta now is only giving me 2 per dollar. 80 divided by 40. 3 is better than 2. Now when I go to the restaurant, I'm going to eat pizza because pizza is a better deal for me. Right? We see that. We have to compare how much happiness we get from something to what it costs. The benefits to the cost, and really the marginal benefits to the marginal cost. That's how we make good choices. We don't look at the utility it gives us. We don't look at the price. We look at the two of them together. What does the increase in the price of pasta do to me? Well, it does 2 things to me, and we've talked about this before, but we need to talk about it again. First, it creates a substitution effect. Pizza is now relatively cheaper. We have what's called a relative price change. It was $20 to $15. Now it's $40 to $15. Right? The price of pizza was 3/4 the price of pasta. Now it's less than half the price of pasta. We like inexpensive things. Consumers like low prices. So we're going to tend to substitute away from the high price thing, which is pasta, to the low price thing, which is pizza. But that increase in price also creates what we call the income effect. It's as if you took income away from me. There's no difference between prices going up and my income going down. If pasta goes from $20 to $40, the amount of pasta that I can buy goes down, which is the same as if my income went down. The amount of pasta I can buy goes down. Okay? So we have both a substitution effect and an income effect. The substitution effect says I move away from pasta to pizza. The income effect says I probably eat out less. The fact that the price of pasta has gone up means I probably eat out less, which means I'm probably going to eat less pizza too. Not just less pasta, but less pizza too. I'm just going to shift to more pizza, less pasta, but I'm probably going to eat out less in general. All right, I want to find that optimal point, that wonderful point. What should I consume? Where do I find that point that my consumption is perfect? Okay? So I'm spending every dollar I have. Let's suppose that. And you don't actually have to suppose that, because you can give money utility on its own and say, holding a dollar, put a dollar away and save it in my cookie jar, that's worth so many utils to me, and then you don't have to spend it all. But it's just kind of easier just to say, all your money we spend, right? So if Taco Bell gives me 10 utils for every dollar I spend, and Chipotle gives me every dollar, 20 utils for every dollar I spend there, what am I doing wrong? Well, if I'm going to Taco Bell, and every time I go I get 10 per dollar, and I'm also going to Chipotle, and every time I go to Chipotle I get 20 per dollar, I should go to Taco Bell less. Right? Let's suppose that, I'm at school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Monday, Wednesday I'm at Chipotle, and Tuesday, Thursday I'm at Taco Bell. Well, if I'm getting 20 from Chipotle and 10 from Taco Bell, that's 20 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10, that's 60. If I just go to Chipotle, I can do better than that. So I should take a dollar away from Taco Bell and give it to Chipotle. And every time I take a dollar away from Taco Bell and give it to Chipotle, I'm gaining all this utility at Chipotle and not giving up as much utility at Taco Bell. I'm doing better. But what else happens? As I eat less Taco Bell, the utility I get from going to Taco Bell is going to go up. The margin utility is going to rise. The margin utility at Chipotle is going to fall because I'm eating there more often. And eventually they'll find equilibrium. They'll come together. Everybody get this? If I'm enjoying Chipotle more than I enjoy Taco Bell when I go out, I should go to Taco Bell less and go to Chipotle more. And as I do that, I'll enjoy my less frequent visits to Taco Bell more. I'll enjoy my frequenter visits to Chipotle less. And we'll end up at a balance somewhere. All right? I'm misallocating my resources because I can take resources away from Taco Bell, move them to Chipotle, and be better off. That leaves us to this beautiful equation, and you're like, no! Well, someday when you're an econ major, you can come take mathematical economics from me, and we'll show you where this equation comes from. But all this says is the margin utility per dollar we spend should be the same on everything we buy. If MU Taco Bell divided by P Taco Bell is lower than MU Chipotle divided by P Chipotle, I should spend less at Taco Bell and more at Chipotle. That makes the margin utility of Taco Bell go up and the margin utility of Chipotle go down, and these things will tend to even out. So we want the margin utility per dollar of everything we spend to be even, and that's what this equation says. If you're thinking this equation is messy, it just says the utility we get from buying one more of each thing per dollar that we spend should be the same. It should even out. Okay? Equal marginal utility per dollar. That's all. Okay? It's a simple idea. We have this, equation that you have to learn to make sense of it, but it's a simple idea.